we're on the last point that I want to make to you today, kiddos. On some problems, you might be asked to find the fraction form of a percent, but that fraction form must be in simplest form. And we've practiced that plenty. Simplest form of a fraction, you know how to find. That means we're dividing that fraction, both the top and the bottom, by a common factor until we get it into simplest form. So some examples of that, 50%, I'm going to start out with what I know. I know that 50% means 50 over 100. Now, if the directions were simply make that into a fraction, 50 over 100 would satisfy that requirement. We're done. However, most of the time, they're going to expect your fraction to be in simplest form. We've talked about that in the past, that most fraction answers will always be expected to be in simplest form. So that means we're going to keep going down and down until we think that we have made it to the simplest version of this fraction. I know that I can divide both 50 and 100 by 50, but let's say we didn't know that. Well, they both end in 0, so let's start even by dividing them both by 10. So that would turn our fraction into 5/10. And then hopefully you can see, well, 5 and 10 can both be divided by 2. So that really makes 1/2. So that's why 50% is really the same as 1/2 of something, because 50% is 50 over 100, but we can really simplify that down to 1/2. I'm going to go down to 25%. I know that that is 25 over 100. And I know that there are 4 25s in 100. I know that mostly because of quarters. I know there are 4 quarters in $1. That means 4 25s in 100. So I'm going to divide both of these guys by 25. And that leaves me with 1 on the top and 4 on the bottom. 100 divided by 25 is 4. And that is simplest form. So 25%, yes, it means 25 over 100, but it really boils down to 1/4, the simplified fraction. 30% we know is 30 over 100. I need to simplify this. I can see that they both end in a 0, so I can divide them both by 10, and that would turn into 3/10. And that's actually as low as I can go. So since I said the word low, I do want to point out that simplest form sometimes is referred to as lowest terms. So they mean the very same thing. Simplest form, lowest term, they both mean a simplified fraction. So let's do our other 3 examples quickly. 75% I know is 75 over 100. And I can shrink that guy down. I can simplify him. If nothing else, maybe you could look and see that both of these end in a 5 and a 0. That means I can divide them both by 5. However, I'm thinking quarters once again. And 75 cents can be split up into quarters, so I can divide it by 25, and I can definitely divide that 100 by 25. We've already done that. 75 divided by 25, it goes 3 times. There's 3 quarters in 75 cents. And 100 divided by 25 is 4. So 3/4 is our 75% in lowest terms, or in simplified form. 10%, 10 over 100. And that's easy. I know I can divide both of those by 10, so that would be 1/10. So 10%, the simplified version of that is 1/10. And 84%, 84 per 100. They both are divisible by 2. I know that for sure, so maybe we could start there if we're not sure of any factors that they share. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to divide both of them by 2, so that would get me down to 42 over 50. Well, again, both of those numbers are divisible by 2, so that would get me down to 21 over 25. And that's actually as low as I can go. 21 25ths is 84% in its simplest form. And just in case you're not sure, I know my factors of 21 are 1 and 21, 3 and 7. And my factors of 25 are 1 and 25 and 5, and that is it. So they don't share any other factors that we could divide them by, therefore that's how I know 21 over 25 is the simplest form.